How's it going, guys? My name is Alex.
Good evening.
And welcome to a big v5.2.2 update. And now this is going to be interesting. What kind of treasure link are we getting? Because this is the season when Konami finally woke up and gives us some nice rewards. Obviously, they're not guaranteed, but this is a little bit of a mid treasure link. I'll explain in a separate video in more detail how to get the best treasure links, how to replace them. But this mostly video about all the novelties in this update. Now we get Shevchenko. Now I'm kind of regretting that I spent a penny, like not even a penny because I didn't pay for that, but a coin, even a coin on the Messi pack, given that there's Shevchenko, there's Kaka, there's Kylian Mbappe and Grealish. All cards are absolutely outstanding. Now this would be built for Kaka. You can see that this is absolutely a monster of a player. With the striker syncing booster, he gets exactly the right amount of stats, so many blue numbers. Shevchenko, on the other hand, a little bit underwhelming in terms of balance, but other than that, it's going to be a deadly striker. This would be my build. Kylian Mbappe. Now look, this could be the best player in this pack because he has better stats than Sheva in, for instance, finishing, because I had the abundance of points here. And his balance is 90, and finally Grealish is a nice creative playmaker, probably the worst player in the pack, but look at the stats, he's just fantastic. So the value is in this pack. Obviously I've seen people just try their luck in this pack and get completely shafted, even after spending like hundreds of tries. And now this is the treasure link. Now I received one. And every time you play against someone, you can play co-op games, you can join the Discord server, the link is in description. You can find someone who has the best treasure link, which is special one, because it has as many as possible free tries on the pack that I'm gonna be covering in a second as well. And then the big winner one is a little bit mid. This is Suterman, he has got a big winner. And this one is a little bit unreal. You get the banner, you got 1 free try, 2 free tries, some position booster tokens, and 40 coins. This is not it, Chief. I expected 1,000 coins, like we've seen in the Neymar ad, but that's not what Konami is doing. So you need to play someone. You can play AI games as well, in Division, for instance. Someone who has a custom team. You can play against AI in the game, but you can play AI divisions even. And every time you play co-op games, there is more treasure links to pick from. And you need to pick the special, the pink one, so that you get as many tries as possible on this pack. And it's obviously all comes down to luck. I think you're getting 70 to 100 free tries, and there is 250 players. I'm gonna be covering the builds for these players. Every single player in this pack is pretty usable. I would say Chiellini stands out, and then Matthäus is phenomenal too. Now the problem is with Matthäus, it's a whole player, usually expect him to be a box-to-box card, but it's also a nice, fantastic pull. Berbatov is a rare card, I actually would be very, very happy to pull him. Gurkic is a great dribbler. Now, not all of these cards have special skills. Lothar Matthäus has phenomenal pass, which makes him, gives him an ability to pass without even looking in the direction of the pass. Chiellini is a fantastic player, but he doesn't have a special skill. So this is a great pack if you pull someone, of course, but the odds are a little bit against you. I was shafted last time, I didn't get anyone from the previous treasure link campaign. You have the link up play pack with Xabi Alonso, and Xabi Alonso costs 750 coins. I want to see the playstyles. This is only available for 80 days, so I might be saving if the playstyles quick counter and outward. No, I'm not saving for this. I expected something like possession and the long ball counter, but yeah, obviously quick counter is Xabi Alonso trademark playstyle. A breakthrough pass A, and they have a video, right? Konami is showing you the video. This is actually scary, right? So Konami is showing you that this link up breakthrough pass works on the opposition half of the pitch, right? You pass the ball and your striker is making the run. This is pretty peculiar, because that's how the game should work, especially if you play quick counter playstyle. But now you gotta have a special manager, and they are showing you with this special instruction on, right? You need to have the link up, you need to have one player with creative playstyle, and the other player that is making the run needs to have goal poacher playstyle, right? Which is pretty popular, but still. And then, only then, your attacker is making this darting run. This is something that you would expect regularly to happen. Now Konami is nerfing the mechanic that is just so natural in video games, football simulator video games, and they are still making you buy this pack, right? And you're getting additional 2 cards in this pack as well. Isco, which is, I mean, it's a nice card, but he's not pacey. And Mariano, I don't even know how to build him. He has a little bit physicality, but a little bit dribbling. I remember him being a decent dribbler when he played for Real Madrid, and he's not pacey at all. So all of that just to make sure that your passing is working, right? Most people are gonna be playing not out wide but quick counter with this manager, but the ability to probably play long ball counter at the same time, a little bit deeper defensive line, would have maybe even be interesting for me to get this Xabi Alonso. I already have, I think, 2 Xabi Alonso managers. There were 2 different ones, 88 proficiency and then double proficiency for possession and quick counter. Now this one has quick counter and out wide. I would probably skip this one. Now speaking about this pack, I have a few tries on console. I just think I need to play more games. Now you need to follow the path. Now you only have 6 days to complete this one, and then once you try all your luck in the draw that has 250 players, you will be able to select a guaranteed one. I've made a tier list, I made a training guide for these players. I'm getting Zanetti. I didn't get anyone guaranteed like on my free try. I got Inzaghi on my free try, and I already have Zanetti on my mobile account. So I will probably then go for Albert Ferrer since I already have Oliver Kahn. Xabi Alonso I also have in my team, and Massaro is a little bit uninspiring pick. Stefano Fioria, by the way, is a dark horse, is a nice player as well. It's just like not all players have special phenomenal skills in that one. Now you have also mid-season MVPs, and this is nice because I've been saving my 5-star nominating contracts, and there's a few players that I'm gonna be signing. I'm signing instantly Moises Caicedo because I missed out on his previous card, and this is actually a pretty usable card. Now you can use him in English Premier League team and even in your main team. And the best part about this card is that this is a card that is capable of playing as a right back, and I am going to be locking him first and foremost, and I'm gonna be applying some position boosters on him to be able to play as a right back. Now speaking of the builds, Granit Xhaka is a nice card as well. It's an orchestrator with decent defensive stats, but they're a little bit all over the place, decent passing stats, and it's just like a little bit not really that usable as some other cards, but as a collector's item, I'll definitely be looking to get him. Declan Rice looks nice. If he didn't get any other Declan Rice cards, he will be really happy, but he had just Showtime card release, which is obviously miles better. Sevilla is actually not a bad goalkeeper, so if you need a goalkeeper for your Italian team, look for this build and you can try replicate that. Ueda, I don't think that this is the card that you would like to be signing, unfortunately. And then we have Igor Thiago, which is a card that I was like actually very happy to see in this pack, since I have him in a fantasy team and he's been scoring goals. Like I think he has like 14 already for the season. But unfortunately, this is just so poor. I cannot really make a proper build on him, except for physical contact. You can't really like put him in the middle and just start crossing. I don't know. Then we have Nico Schlotterbeck, and now it's a license, a Borussia Dortmund Nico Schlotterbeck card. It's a nice card. It's not the paciest center back, but can do a trick. Now Moises Caicedo as a defensive fullback build. This looks actually very nice. Now, the only thing that he is lacking is physical contact and jump, but other than that, he's pretty pacey, has the defensive numbers, and a little bit of tight possession and passing too. So it's a nice card. And then if you play him as a box-to-box card, I would go with this build. And as a box-to-box, he's also fantastic. So this is probably the gem of the pack. And then finally, we have Alvaro Carreras, whom I'm going to be signing as well to complete my Real Madrid team as an attacking fullback. He can be cooking as well. Not a lot of additional skills, unfortunately. And after this, you have a few Brazilian League and Trendyol Super League player of the week cards. I'm not going to be like staying here for a long time. And then finally, you have a special selection worldwide January 26. Many people would be looking into spending some coins on this one. It's a gamble. You're going to be getting one random card, maybe not the card that you would have wanted. Of course, they are boosting Cristiano Ronaldo here. So Cristiano Ronaldo is a booster, additional incentive for you to go for this pack. I think the value is there if you just build in a team. I already have at least one version of like half of these players, but I'm gonna be showing you the builds. So this is what you can do with Cristiano Ronaldo if you give him strikers, instinct booster, good offensive awareness, finishing in 90. Not the paciest version, so you may even want to explore like the low body strength option, downgrade some dribbling maybe, and then try to go for low body strength. But this is just a little bit challenging. 88 speed, 88 acceleration, good kicking power, 80 balance. This is definitely not the best card of Ronaldo, but it can do the trick for you. Now Luka Modric is actually probably the best card in this pack. Look at the stats, all the dribbling and passing in 90, a little bit of defending, and he's pretty pacey to 85 for orchestrator. Not too shabby. Rodrigo de Paul, an interesting card as a whole player. He gets a little bit of easily getting to good defensive numbers with the, like, if you give only 7 points, you don't need to have that on your whole player, but this could be a different approach to whole players. And that's what you get by allocating a little bit more points, but I downgraded that. Antonio Rudiger, fantastic defender, I think it can do the trick for you. Daniel Olmo, decent as well. Now, Kelleher as a goalkeeper, defensive goalkeeper, this is actually nice. Now, this is better than the one that is available in the nominating contract. Upamecano, who has been one of the best defenders in Europe this season, and it's a decent card too, but I already have so many versions of him. Giovanni Di Lorenzo, probably the best player in the spec since a defensive fullback with 90 speed, 87 acceleration. This is epic card numbers, the only downside is jump and physical contact. Other than that, it's a very, very nice defensive fullback. Luis Diaz, whole player with a little bit of passing and finishing and pretty pacey too. You usually play him then on the wing, but whole players can play as attacking midfielders. Not Luis Diaz though, I don't think so, yeah, he can't play there. Swanson as an attacking fullback, that would be the build. And finally, Amadou Onana. This is a nice anchorman if you need one. Now, there's also a few other packs. There are so many packs, actually. I've never seen so many packs. Every single time I'm so impressed by how Konami just tries to milk every single penny from you. Now, you have Breakthrough Pass A, J-League, Trendyol Super League monthly MVPs, first half of the season. Then you have, obviously, Player of the Week pack, which I'm going to be covering in a second. And then you have Worldwide, and then you have Central Dominator, still available, it just ends in 3 days. Treasure Link pack, which is free to play, and then you have Jack Grealish as a reward. Now, Momentum Dribbling Jack Grealish is a reward for a football league. I think you need to be in top 500,000, you go to divisions, you check the conditions, you're getting a showtime with Momentum Dribbling. Make sure you're not getting a regular feature card for like top 1 million. Top 500,000 is a threshold, but it depends on the platform, of course. On mobile it can be different. This is what I decided to go with for Jack Grealish. Great dribbling, great passing, a little bit of finishing, and pretty pacey. Now, if I have the electricity, right? So this is the problem, by the way. If I have the electricity and I have the ability to grind divisions, this is the player that I'm actually, for the first time after Aubameyang, I'm actually excited for. And yeah, it's going to be one of a kind cards, because I don't believe that there's going to be Everton Showtime pack anytime soon. So it's going to be a rare collectible item and actually pretty usable card of Jack Grealish. Speaking of the packs that will be available, so it's not ending. Every Monday and Thursday Konami is releasing new players, or recycled players for that matter. Now some of these are new. Philip Cocu with Fortress skill, phenomenal pass and phenomenal finishing on Hidetoshi Nakata, and Edgar Davids with low screamer and long reach tackle skills. So this will be available on Monday. We know the additional boosters, we don't really know the levels as it stands. And now finally, let's take a look at the Player of the Week. As usually, you need to complete AI event and you get one free try on these, and it's Desiree Doué. I think they played against Paris FC, they've beaten them, and he's getting a card. I don't think that this is in terms of the passing, he has the one-touch pass and through pass, and he has the double touch. This could be actually a very, very nice card. Let's see his balance. Balance is only 88, but other stats are decent, right? Finishing and low pass, 82, 84, 83 respectively. Dribbling is there. It's actually a nice card. Just maybe not the best winger, but a very nice card. Fermin Lopez. Now, Barcelona are cooking this season. And this one is actually, in terms of passing, it's better than Doué. It's a whole player, so you'd expect that. A little bit of finishing, 81. And in terms of skills, has the double touch, one touch pass and through pass, which is great. And then has soul control too. And heal trick, and he's a super sub. Very nice card. And Igor Thiago. Now, is this card better than the one you're getting in nominating contract? I can say instantly yes. Now, this card is actually pretty usable. Unfortunately, a little bit low dribbling, but he has the physicality and jump, so you probably just cross onto him. Has the 90 finishing with the booster and 89 speed. Unfortunately, not the paces. Like collector's item, John McGinn, who scored 2 for Villa. Now, he is a whole player with the passing skills, except for the through pass. Unfortunately, no through pass, and it's a little bit of an underwhelming card then. And then you have decent balance, pretty decent speed, a little bit of dribbling, passing a little bit mid, and finishing only 80. For someone who scored 2 goals, you would expect probably a little bit more finishing. Telefico is getting an attacking fullback card. It's just a regular player of the week card, I would say. Mane, who is cooking for Wolves and actually trying to save them from relegation. It's actually an interesting card. Whole player center midfielder, can play as a center forward too, because that's where he usually plays. And a little bit of acceleration, a little bit of pace, not really the paciest one, a little bit of dribbling, passing. It's just a collector's item, I would say. Lautaro Martinez with the booster. Now, For Lauti, you get a 90 speed, 89 acceleration, balance a little bit low, physical contact is there though, and then a little bit of dribbling, and obviously, unfortunately, for a center forward, and like Lautaro Martinez, you'd expect 90 finishing, but he's not getting that, only 89 with the manager boost. Scalvini as an extra frontman, he's cooking for Atalanta still, and it's actually a usable card. 87 speed if you use 89 proficiency manager, and there is the jump, there's the physical contact, usable card for Italian ones for sure. Pavlidis, Mourinho's, Benfica are flying, I think, and he's getting a deep line forward playstyle and finishing, unfortunately, only 88 for center forward. Deep line forward with a little bit of passing though, like 80 passing is decent. He's not the fastest though, and not great physical contact. Orion, and he is actually pretty usable, I think. Yeah, it's actually a usable goalkeeper for your Spanish La Liga team. And Gonzalo Garcia, the hat-trick hero, Fox in the box. And Konami thinks you need to score more than 3 goals to get 90 finishing on a card. 87 only with the 89 proficiency manager. A little bit of dribbling. This is like an only collector's item. You can't really use that when you have Mbappe free card that is just like miles clear. But this is not worth spending coins on. As you can see, I don't even have coins to like, who am I to speak? So this is it. This is the review of the update. I'm gonna be making another separate video on the treasure link, and make sure you join me for a live stream where hopefully I'm gonna be sharing all the treasure links with the best rewards with you, and you're gonna be pulling someone from the free tries. I'll see you next time.